Back when Drizzy Drake and 21 Savage first dropped the Her Loss album, they also dropped some promo which did a play on Vogue magazine, and in response, Condé Nast sued the dynamic duo for $4 million. Well, now it appears that Drake and 21 have reached a settlement with Condé Nast over the fake Vogue covers. And even though it doesn't appear that Drake and 21 had to pay the full $4 million, we do know that they did have to pay something. Now, after the settlement was reached, a representative from Vogue said, quote, "As a creative company, we of course understand our brands may from time to time be referenced in other creative works. However, it was clear to us that Drake and 21 Savage confused audiences who trust Vogue as the authoritative voice on fashion and culture." End quote. I mean, did they? Did Drake and 21 Savage really confuse anyone with their fake Vogue cover? Was there anyone out there that was sitting there like, oh my goodness, I'm so confused right now, when they saw the Drizzy Drake cover? I really don't think so. But, they got their money, so, let's move on. But you know what? If I was Drizzy Drake, I would be like, you know what, Vogue? If I can't use your image and likeness, you can't use mine either. Don't ever let me see my picture in Vogue magazine ever again, cause the door swings both ways. And while we're talking about fashion, recently, a Nigerian AI artist named Malik Afigbua created a stir online when he posted images from the first elderly fashion show. The show, which was called the Elder Series, challenged many stereotypes about how older people are perceived in our society, as well as showcasing older African American faces and bodies, which we usually don't see on the runway. But what's really crazy about this fashion show, and the reason why it's really groundbreaking, is that it never took place. That's because the images of the people walking down the runway was actually created by artificial intelligence, which means my man Malik made the whole thing on his computer. Listen, I'm still over here trying to figure out how to do a PowerPoint on my computer. So what he did is amazing, and real or fake, I'm actually very happy to see that my man Malik is showcasing the style and beauty of our African and African American elders. And I would actually like to see it more. I think that some of these fashion houses need to take a tip from your man Malik. Because I'm telling you, my grandparents were doing their thing. They knew how to put some outfits together. I mean, they were coordinating before my man on Boomerang was like, you gots to coordinate. And don't you dare go back and look at their old pictures, because I mean, these cats were wearing like 3-piece suits to high school and like prom dresses on the daily. It was crazy how well some of our grandparents were dressed. So big up to my man Malik for creating the elderly fashion show, because it just goes to show you, sometimes the new model isn't always better than the old model. Now, check it out. The other day, Tennessee lawmaker Justin Pearson was sworn into office, and he decided that during his swearing-in ceremony, he was gonna rock a dashiki. And when some of his white conservative colleagues saw him come in the African traditional garb, they had something negative to say. And one person even gave a speech where they started talking about appropriate dress. Now, after the ceremony was over, Justin was like, you know what? Let me address these negative comments about my dashiki. And he went online and he wrote, quote, "We literally just got on the State House floor, and already a white supremacist has attacked my wearing of my dashiki. Resistance and subversion to the status quo ought to make some people uncomfortable. Thank you to every black ancestor who has made this opportunity possible." End quote. Oh my goodness, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall at that swearing-in ceremony, because when my man walked in with the full-grown blown-out afro and the dashiki, these people didn't know what to do with themselves. I mean, my man walked in there looking like 1968 Jesse Jackson. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, the dashiki can go anywhere. The dashiki can go to the wedding, the dashiki can go to the funeral, the dashiki can go to the beach, and the dashiki can go to the club. It can go anywhere. But that's just my opinion, and I'd be really interested in hearing your opinion. What do you think? Is the dashiki appropriate for a swearing-in ceremony? Let me know what you think in the comments. And while we're talking about opinions, the other day your girl Remy Ma went on to the Jason Lee show, and while she was there, she said that she thinks that drill music is overrated and the artists out here doing the music are grossly underpaid. Remy also talked about the fact that she doesn't understand the mass appeal of all this drill music that's playing out in the streets right now. Remy said, quote, "I don't have an exact person, but I feel like a lot of the drill is overrated. Like, I don't know what you're saying, but that's all anybody listen to. It's not an artist thing, it's a sound. I feel like the whole genre is super overrated." End quote. Remy went on to say, quote, "People are literally out here killing their children. These artists, they're 14, they're 15, 16, they're killing each other. And I feel it's because of the way people are acting. It's like this whole big thing. But I don't really think any of them is getting the money that they should off of their YouTube views or off of their music, and it's overrated. They're dying over it." End quote. You know what? I totally agree with Remy, and it's crazy because I was never a fan of like pre-prison Remy, but I'm telling you, post-prison Remy, it's almost like she's reading my mind when she's talking, cause Remy be saying exactly what I'm thinking. And what I'm thinking right now is I too believe that this drill music is way overrated, and I cannot wait till this fad is over so I can hear some real music again, cause honestly, I need some diversity in the music. I cannot listen to the same song over and over and over again, over the same beat, over and over and over again. I just can't do it. I'm so tired, and my body is craving real music. I mean, you should see me. I'm like a crackhead over here. As soon as like a good song comes on the radio, I'm like, oh my God, what is that? I need it. Give it to me. Cause I am so tired of the drill and the trap. I mean, for real, is it just me and Remy Ma that are tired of the drill music? Or could you use a little something different too? Let me know in the comments. And while we're talking about the music, it appears that Young Thug and Gunna's ongoing YSL RICO case has been turned into a Hulu documentary. The new Hulu doc will explore all of the shenanigans that went on behind the scenes to land these dudes in jail and in court, and also explore whether or not hip-hop lyrics should be used in trials. The documentary is also going to feature interviews from Kevin Lyles, Young Thug's ex-girlfriend Jerrica Carlay, and other artists including Fat Joe, Killer Mike, and will.i.am. And in the trailer for the upcoming documentary, Killer Mike can be seen saying, quote, "Rap music is judged unlike any other genre, like black people are judged unlike any other people." End quote. Listen, this definitely sounds like it's going to be a very interesting documentary, so I'm definitely going to check it out. Now peep this. The other day, Chloe Bailey announced that she was going to be dropping a new song with Chris Breezy, and a whole bunch of her fans weren't feeling it because they didn't like the fact that she was doing a song with a dude who was known for being a physical abuser. Now in response to the backlash, Chris Breezy asked, why isn't Blueface held to the same standards? He also went online and said, quote, "If y'all still hate me for a mistake that I made as a 17-year-old, y'all could kiss my whole entire A." End quote. Chris Brown went on to say, quote, "I'm effing 33. I'm so tired of y'all running with this narrative, y'all weird A ninjas, and the same ones that tune in every week to see Blueface Krishan beat the ish out of each other in front of the world." End quote. Well, when Blueface saw what Chris Brown was saying about him online, he decided to respond, and Blueface said, quote, "I understand the frustration, fool, from being in the situation. I'm not even going to trip on you, but that message you trying to send is way off. I get it. B hit me. It's funny. I hit her back. It's F Blueface, so I totally get it. That'd be the most irritating thing ever, but you gotta play the cards that you was dealt. You want some, but they did it too. Why ain't you guys telling them anything type ish?" And it's like, bro, life don't work like that. If we all go do a crime together, we not all gonna get the same time together. You feel me? Bruh, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Handle your candle, deal with your situation how you deal with it. Only thing I disagree with is you posting all these random white people and me and the B and trying to like distract from your thing. You gotta stand on it, cause if you beat the B up, you beat the B up. End quote. I don't know how I feel about Chris Brown using Blueface's situation in this particular situation. You know, it seems kind of childish to me, and it sort of shows me where he's at developmentally. But that's just me. And I also find it weird that like when Blueface is the voice of reason in a situation, that should tell you all you need to know. But, of course, that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, check it out. Recently, your boy Skip Bayless was trying to explain why the NFL does not like to hire black coaches, and he basically said that the reason why they don't hire black coaches is because the owners don't want to have to deal with those black coaches' black wives, especially when they have like functions and they have to hobnob. They don't want to have to sit there and talk to these black women. You know what? I cannot even deal with this today. Can somebody tell like celebs to like deal with this news on like the main channel? Because I just can't. Black women are just like every other woman. I can't. On to the next story. Recently, Big Gip was doing an interview, and he said that if Tupac was alive, then Jay-Z would have had to watch his back, because Tupac would have probably bagged Beyonce. And after Big Gip said that, he got mad backlash, and people were like, what are you talking about? Pac could never have bagged Bey. So now, Big Gip is back, and he did another interview on Beehive TV to explain what he was trying to say. Check out your boy Big Gip.
At the time when Pac walked the earth, Pac went after every girl that was somebody's girl.
Damn.
Jada Pickett, Biggie girl Faith, Aaliyah, Kadada, Lisa Left Eye. Didn't Rise and tell you the limousine pulled up in front of my house. The door kicked open and I seen it. It was Tupac, and Lisa got in the car with Tupac and drove off in the night. Bro, he was that kind of guy.
He was hell.
And all I'm just saying to you is, hey man, just like you went after the number one girl in the game, he would have went after her too. That's all I was saying. So when I say Pac would have went at your girl, he would have went at your girl if she was the number one girl in the game.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you, King. I'm just telling you that this how he rolled.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of dude he was. And think about it. He understood that he was cute, bro. And he didn't need no money to get no girl. He's never made music enticing. I'm about light your wrist and that. He never talked about buying a girl, nothing. But he had them all.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, Big Gip is just adding to the myth of Tupac. Because even though Tupac might have had a lot of girls, he did not have all the girls. And I know that for a fact, because he tried to kick it to my sister, and she was like, listen, take your little scarf and your little tattoo and kick it to somebody else, because I'm not interested. Listen, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about if Tupac was alive today, do you think that he would have been able to bag Bey? And do you think that Jay would have had to watch his back? Let me know what you think in the comments. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.